Good afternoon and welcome to Nora's Dog Training Company. We're here this afternoon with Kobe and Rich, and what we're going to be demonstrating for you today on video is Kobe's ability to understand and respond to all of his formal on-leash obedience commands without food. So the first thing that we want to take a moment to introduce is the training equipment that we're using. We're using a regular 6-foot web training leash, and Rich keeps the bulk of the leash folded neatly in his right hand. That leaves his left hand free to give any correction that's needed, and the only correction that we're using is a little tug and release on his harness, and that is the second piece of equipment that we're using. He's doing very well on his harness in almost all situations, and Rich will go over all of that with you tomorrow during your follow-up training session. Now, if you notice, Kobe's sitting very nicely at Rich's left, which is where all of our obedience training is done. And the first exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is heeling. Heeling is proper walking on a leash with or without distractions, and the command is Kobe, heel. Now at this point, Kobe has a job to do, and that is to remain even with Rich's left leg while walking. And we have done this around other dogs. Sometimes there's a lot of distraction, believe it or not, right in this yard. And each time that Rich stops his feet, Kobe has been taught to sit automatically without being told to wait for his next command. So all of this he's doing, Rich is talking to him, encouraging him, keeping him focused. That's the most important thing with a puppy, the focus and the attention span. Now the next exercise that we're going to demonstrate for you is the sit-stay. I know stays were a bit of a problem at home. Now you're going to start out your long sit-stay on the leash at first for 1 minute, and you're going to work all the way up to 3 minutes. If you see by his body language that he's getting ready to get up, you heard Rich repeat the stay command, and when Rich returns back to him, he walks all the way around him, returning all the way back to where they started, and Kobe is to remain seated until he gets his next command. And they take off heeling again. Nice heeling. If he loses focus, Rich will give him a little tug on his harness, but he also talks to him, keeps him focused by verbal communication. You don't want to get him too amped up because then he gets overly excited. So these are all the things that you deal with when you're working with a puppy. But he's learning to have better focus and self-control. And this time, instead of returning back to him, Rich is going to demonstrate the come on command. You do use his name, you lighten your tone, and Kobe's been taught to come in and sit. So this is going to help you in a lot of areas where he is not allowed to jump on you. And if he's jumping on you, he's not getting that attention that he's looking for. So the come is always come and sit. Don't pet him or praise him if he's got his front feet on you. Nice automatic sit. Rich leaves him in another stay. He's busy watching me too. And Rich will demonstrate the come on command again. Brings him in, has him sit, and then Kobe gets up and returns back to heel and back sitting. Very good. And you can see he's focused on Rich. He's looking up. He's paying attention. And that's what you want. Substitute one of your play times with Kobe by turning on your video and working along with it, because this is more tiring for him than chasing a ball all day long. Now the next command that we're going to demonstrate is the down from a heel position. So with your dog seated at your left open palm, straight down toward the ground on the one-word command to down and stay. Now Rich is correcting him for sniffing the ground because that usually precedes getting up. It's a distraction. He's supposed to be in a down stay. He's not supposed to be sniffing or picking things up off the ground. When Rich returns back to him, he will walk all the way around him just as he did on the sit stay. Kobe should remain lying there until he gets another command. Rich told him he was a good boy. And absolutely none of this has been done with food. Because when you're in the airport or you're in a crowded place, he has to be paying attention to you without food. You did a great job on teaching some of the basic skills with food, so it made it an easier transfer for us for not using food, and he's a very smart puppy. This time Rich will call him out of this downstay. Brings him right in and has him sit. Go back to heel and back sitting. Very nice. He's really done a fabulous job. Rich does an excellent lesson, so you're going to get as much time as you need to get all of your questions answered. He's going to leave him this time in a sit-stay. He's going to walk out to the end of the leash and turn to face him, and this is your down from a distance.
No.
Now he got up, so Rich said no. Down, stay. So he just repeated the command, and obviously he knew it because he did it right away. So we have demonstrated for you all of Kobe's formal on-leash obedience commands. Like I said to you on the phone, Jerry, there's nothing this puppy can't be taught to do. He's very eager to please. He's very smart. I think he had an awesome time here at school. He's going to spend the rest of the day getting his bubble bath and getting ready to go home. And thank you for choosing Nora's Dog Training Company. We will see you tomorrow.